no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, us talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. The run inside. It's Mobley. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single...
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Run in the red zone, it's Young. And he's in! Touchdown, Irish!
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Stanford's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy's a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays into the offense.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. To the air, it's Warren. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at him. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Makes the catch. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Perez. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. He's got trips right, a single receiver to the left on 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Walton. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Got a little space. Got a little grass. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Here's Carr to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ford. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Warren. Pulls it in, it's Ford. Oh, what a cut! And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Ford. Makes the catch, and he's free. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Stanford wants to push the pace.
And I think they found a matchup they like, man. This running back has been a problem out of the backfield. Like, we know he can run it, but the matchups now, who's going to cover him? Is it a linebacker? Is it a safety? Right now, this offense, they found something with him catching the football in the backfield, and they just keep going back to it.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Caught over the middle. It's Blackburn. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. To throw, it's Warren. A shot toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Between the uprights, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Carr. Looking for a huge play. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown,
advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Back to throw, it's Warren. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Running inside, it's Walton.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. On the move, it's Walton. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Carr. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Notre Dame comes to the line that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Carr. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. He wants to change this route. Carr on play action. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. 2nd and long coming up. Using his legs, it's Ford. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game. so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Makes the grab. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Offense set on first down. The run inside. It's Walton. Makes a pass to Marker. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Fires to the big fella. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Here's Carr to throw. Quickly out to the tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Shoots it to the left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll start this drive going to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They make the play, force a 4th down, but they're out of timeouts, can't stop the clock. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Stanford lines up to punt it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Takes the handoff. It's Young. They make the stop, but he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. The first game we'll take a look at will be Duke taking on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. And it's the Blue Devils coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. Make it 2 quest for perfection is over. This team is still very much alive in the playoff picture. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in South Bend. This tight end is enjoying quite the day through 2 quarters. It's amazing how athletic tight ends are now and just how much they're utilized. He's played a starring role in giving them this halftime lead. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Hey guys, Stanford's head coach told me coming out of the locker room, the message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
All right, Holly. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Warren. He's got his man. Makes the grab. He gets those chains moving. Gets it out to the 42-yard line. They'll run this play from the pistol. Handoff to the lone back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. On target. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Carr. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air. It's Carr. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. Makes the grab. Open space at the 25. Ripped off a huge shot play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the stomping has commenced.
momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David. So this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Pocket breaking down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Running inside. It's Ford. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He makes the fair catch at his own 8-yard line, and that might have kept him from being backed up even further. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Here on the Notre Dame sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
Well, I guarantee you one thing, and at halftime with the big lead, there were no conversations about, hey, let's run the ball, let's slow it down, let's bleed the clock, keep our defense fresh. They are staying aggressive. They're trying to add to this lead, and with this quarterback, I do not blame you. Keep chucking the pill.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Young. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for space. It's Walton. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
And that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first down. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first down.
Maybe a crease. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pay.
There he goes. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on third down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Notre Dame looking for this 4th down conversion. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
The quarterback sneak. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
I got a feeling the defense kind of knew that was coming, stacked the line of scrimmage, got good penetration. Quarterback had absolutely nowhere to go. No push, no forward momentum. Ugh, no bueno.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Irish! They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinal offense takes the field, ready to attack. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Dropping back, it's Warren. It's complete to the left. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Cardinal. Rolled his way into the end zone. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point cuts into the lead just a touch, 35-10. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
He's got it again. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be fourth down.
What a great play by the linebacker. Did you talk about filling a hole?
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Going for the marker on the ground. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Throwing. Carr fires to the big fella. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Right back to the well.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Third and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Makes him talk to the hand. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.